So interesting enough, guys, I've never been a huge fan of Warrior's graphics on their sticks, but this one actually does not bother me that much. And it actually looks pretty good with the yellow and the gray and the black. So not too bad. Now, weird for me is trying to find this stick. There's nobody that carries these sticks. And the hockey shop that I found it for in Surrey, British Columbia, only had 3 of them. So that tells me a lot about this stick. I had to pick up a 75 Flex, and I really believe that Warrior needs to work on their marketing because, as you'll see in my review, this stick is amazing, but it's very hard to find. So Warrior, work on your dang marketing because this stick is legit. What's going on, guys? Justin, aka Boomer, Beer League Bum, Hockey Reviews, and I got a spoiler for you guys. I've been testing the Alpha LX Pro from Warrior, and the spoiler alert is I'm going to put up the rankings first. I usually put them at the end, but the spoiler here is the LX Pro dethrones my FT4 Pro, and this is the stick of the year, guys, and it's ironic that this is the last high-end stick review of the year as we move into 2022, but the LX Pro dethrones the FT4, and we're going to get into it. Stick around.
Here is the spoiler, guys. It's 18 out of 20 for the LX Pro stick, and it is my new top-rated stick for 2021. Here is the updated ratings, and it comes in at the top. And I must say, this stick is amazing, and I gotta give Warrior props. So this was the first time going into a stick review where, I gotta be honest, guys, I was a little bit biased. I've used Warrior in the past. I haven't been impressed with the previous iterations of the Alpha line, the QX, and I can't even remember the other one anymore. They both were just not great sticks. And for me, when I started shooting with this, because of the grip, I actually had to go put wax on it, especially with the new FT4 gloves, if you just saw that review. And I didn't have any grip on the stick, so my first couple shots were flubs. So I just put some grip on it, and then I unleashed a couple shots, and I was blown away. This stick, it is top for 2021. I don't know how Warrior is doing their marketing. I don't know how nobody uses it. But it is unreal. And when I was taking these shots, there was no effort involved. And I was using a 75 Flex because that's the only thing I could find. And if I was using an 85, honestly, this thing would be a weapon. I'd probably hurt somebody. In the game, I had to actually pull my punches a little bit. Like on this shot, I didn't even try. Because I was playing with actually some friends. We were doing a game, one team versus another team that I play on. And I didn't want to hurt anybody. And it was amazing. Like these little shots and passes were just crazy. I didn't put anything into them, guys. This stick has the best recoil, the best kick of anything that I've used this year, and it deserves all the ratings and praise in the world. Really, Warrior needs to get on the marketing train and get some players that actually put these sticks in the limelight, much like Ccm and Bauer does. Like, I don't know who even a Warrior athlete is. It's just weird. So they need to do better because honestly, like on this quick little shot here, I put nothing into it. It just came off like nothing. So I'm really interested to know how Warrior markets their sticks, why they're not very popular, who is purchasing them for different companies, why I can only find 3 of them and only one specific Flex. Warrior, get on the marketing train because this stick, it's one of the best I've ever used, and I'm super impressed. So nice job, Warrior. Let's get into the full review.
Some of those shots were insane, guys. Those freaking clap bombs off the crossbar, man. I picked this thing up, and the first shot that I had, if you've seen my other vids on the gloves, etc., is the grip on this stick was not great, and it's the only thing that's the downside on this stick. I first picked it up, I was messing around with the grip on my new FT4 glove, and I was like, man, the grip is just terrible on this stick. So I had, going into it, not a great first impression. And I was like, well, let's see how she goes. and then bam, the shots just come off this thing. Oh my God. Whatever this taper does and the mid-low kick of the LX Pro, this is the hardest shooting stick that I have owned. Just above the FT4 and the AS3 Pro, which had durability issues. I'd be using that stick as well if it didn't break in 5 shots. This stick, guys, wow. So, first things first, starting with the blade. This blade, wow, this thing is pingy. The shots just come off this thing like rockets and you don't put anything into it. I was putting passes to guys' tapes that were just like blowing through their sticks because I wasn't even trying. And just little quick snapshots, just blowing passes. I was like, oh my God, this thing is ridiculous in terms of how fast the puck comes off. This taper, however it's designed, moving the kick up, you can actually see it. And then it's completely the saber taper and then starts going to a slight concave. The kick point is mid-low. It must kind of be in this area here. And just the power that you get from this shot is unreal. When I had the little plug off at the end, this stick is really thin. So my guess is the thinner the stick is, the more power you're gonna get. I'm hoping the durability stays. I'll get into that. In terms of shot power, it's a 5. This thing just unleashes bombs. Doesn't matter if it's a snapshot, a wrister, or a big clap bomb, this thing blows every stick out of the water. I was insanely impressed. I couldn't believe it. In terms of release, best release in the game. Better than the Ccm Trigger 6. That thing has great recoil, but oh my God, this thing is better. I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. The Ccm Trigger 6 is a great stick for recoil and quick release. This thing is better. And I'm not really sure why, other than the fact that because it's mid-low, you get the best of both worlds. Whereas the Trigger is a low kick stick, and that super thick taper with the asymmetrics versus the saber taper, this is just better overall. In terms of feel and balance, the stick is amazing. It is light as hell. It is so freaking light. It has slightly rounded corners, kind of like a Vapor and the Ripcore, and feels great in the hands, and the balance is just amazing. It just feels excellent. In terms of release, the thing that I noticed the most with this is it didn't matter kind of if I was on my forefoot, rear foot shooting, the release was excellent. Whereas with the FT4, you do have a little bit of lag sometimes because of the hybrid kick point. So this is just better overall. And of course we got durability. So my only concern with this, and I'm rating this a 2, you'll see that in the ratings on the tier stick list, is I am a little bit concerned with durability because I have a crack here, and you definitely won't be able to see it on camera, and I'm not sure how far that went, but it was actually from tipping a puck. So a puck came to the net, and I tried to tip it down. Pretty hard shot, and I hit it, and then I was sitting on the bench, and I was just kind of looking at my stick, and I was like, there's a small little crack here. So Warrior, I don't use Warrior sticks in the past because a long time ago I picked one up, and I don't remember what it was. And unfortunately, I wish I could. It was, again, one of the hardest shooting sticks ever. But I'm not even joking, like 5 shots in, I blew it up. So I've always been concerned with Warrior's durability because they do shoot well. So I'm rating this a 2 because one tip puck has a chip here. I don't know how long that's going to last. A little bit concerned. But everything else about this stick, guys, wow. It dethrones the FT4. It's the best stick of 2021. I'm extremely impressed. I really hope it lasts, and I can't wait to keep using this in games because I was just blown away, guys. That's my review for the LX Pro. If you want to shoot hard, quick release, feels amazing in the hands, with a blade that just unloads quick shots, this is the stick for you. Have a great New Year's, guys, and I can't wait to review all the sticks in 2022. LX Pro dethrones the FT4 Pro. Have a good one.